Okay, hello and good day everyone. No? So today we will discuss naman about the presentation of data. Okay, so we have a classification of data. No? Una yung tinatawag na ang group data. No? These are data that are not organized or if arranged could only be from highest to lowest or from lowest to highest arrangement. No? So, kumbaga ang group data, kukunti lang to, mga ilan lang to, no? Mga data to na hindi organized, kung i-arrange naman, no, ito lang yung arrangement niya, highest to lowest or lowest to highest. Example here, now we have 11, 12, 15, 17, 20. Now, example of ang group data and it is arranged in lowest to highest, no? Or if we arrange it in highest to lowest, no? We have 20, 17, 15, 12, and 11. Okay? Then group data naman are data that are organized and arranged into different classes or categories. Okay? So example here, no? Sa group data marami na to, no? Hindi na to kayang i-arrange into lowest or highest, no? Kasi nga marami na masyado. Okay? So it can be arranged in classes, no? So example here, ito yung group data, then if we arrange it, ito classes 2 to 4, 5 to 7, 8 to 10, 11 to 13, 14 to 16, 17 to 19. Okay? Or pwede this one, no? Pwede rin ganito yung classes niya. Then we have types of presentation of data. Una yung tinatawag na textual method. It is used when the data to be presented is purely qualitative or when very few numbers are involved. This involves enumerating the important characteristics, giving emphasis on significant figures, and then identifying important features of the data. Example here, no? In a group of 420 high school students in San Isidro National High School, 60% is in favor of arch bill. Among those 60%, 189 are boys, no? So ito yung textual method of presentation data, no? Naka-present siya in this form, no? In a sentence or in paragraph sometimes. Okay? Then tabular method naman is a systematic arrangement of data usually arranged in rows or columns for easy reference of information. By organizing data, important features about the data can be readily understood and comparisons can easily be made. Okay? So example of ito, no? That is for tabular method, no? So madali siyang ma-compare at saka madali siyang maintindihan sa tabular method. Okay, and also arranged in rows and or columns. Now, statistical table has the essential components. Una, we have table, heading, sunod column header, we have row classifier, body, and source note. Okay, for table heading consists of the table number and title of the table. Okay, for table number naman is used for easy reference to the table. Then for table title naman is used to briefly describe the content of the table. For column header naman is used to describe the data in each column. For row classifier naman is used to show the classes or categories. Body is the main part of the table, contains the quantitative information. A footnote may be placed immediately below the main part of the table. A source note may also be included to acknowledge the original source of data. So source note, no, that is for acknowledging the original source of data yung pinagkunan mismo. Okay, so ito yung example ng tabular method, no? Okay, we have here ito yung table heading. Okay, table 3.1, table on how workers in Metro Manila get to work. Then table number, ito yon. And then table title, ito naman yon. Next is yung row classifier. Yan, ito yung row classifier. And then column header naman, ito yon. Okay, means of transportation and frequency. That's our column header. Next naman is yung frequency distribution, also part of tabular method. It is a table which shows the data arranged into different classes and the number of cases which falls into each class. Example here, we have table 3.2. Okay? Yan, example of frequency distribution. As you can see, nandito meron tayong class intervals, no? And class frequencies. Okay? So yung here, yung I natin refers to the class interval. Na pag sinabing interval, yung lockdown, no? From 20, here, na example, from 20 to 29, no? We have 10 because 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 10 numbers yon, no? Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 10 as an interval. Then for n naman is the number of frequency. So kapag inad natin lahat to, that is equal to 43. Next naman, next type of presentation of data is yung graphical method. It is the most effective device for attracting people's attention, no? Yung paggagamit ng graph. So we have a different of graphs, no? Una yung line graph is a type of chart which displays information as a series of data points connected by straight lines. Yan. Example of line graph, no? Okay? So kapag yung graph gumagamit ng line, that is line graph, no? That's simple. Pero ginagamit din to para siyempre ma-analyze, ma-interpret yung mga data. It's either increasing ba, decreasing, no? Mas madali. Okay, for bar graph naman, no, is a chart with rectangular bars with lengths proportional to the values that they represent. Bars can be plotted vertically or horizontally. A vertical bar chart is sometimes called a column bar chart. So example of bar graph to. Okay? So dito, no, makikita natin sa example na to kung ano yung most sport that played in a community, no, or in a school, no? Ano yung pinaka mas nilalaro ng mga students, no? Yan. So here, so kasi makikita natin agad that is football. Then yung least sport is yung gymnastics. Okay? So madali natin mabasa. And then, pie graph naman shows the division of a whole into parts. It is a circular chart divided into sectors, each length of which is proportional to the quantity it represents. Now, example of pie graph, no? Okay, pie graph, no? Baga, yan, circle nga, pie graph, divided into sectors, no? So dito, sa example to, favorite games of students, here madali natin makita, no? Meron tayo ditong sa cricket, no, 30%, no? So ibig sabihin, cricket yung most played game or the most favorite games of students. Then yung least favorite games naman is yung chess. Okay, so madali natin ma-interpret. Histogram naman, no, is a graph showing the distribution of the data that falls within various class intervals. It is drawn with rectangles side by side with the area of each rectangle being proportional to the frequency of the observation falling into corresponding class interval. So this one is an example of histogram. Nung pinagkaiba niya sa bar graph, kasi dito dikit-dikit yung mga rectangles natin. Okay? So that is for histogram. Then pictographs naman use symbols or pictures to represent numbers. Now, instead of numbers, we use pictures or symbols dito sa pictographs. Now, example, this one. Okay? Okay. Now, let us have an exercise, no? Analyze the data provided in the charts and the graphs. So ito yung example of pie graph, no? So this pie chart shows the favorite sports of the fourth-year student of National Science High School. Now, what percent prefer table tennis? Okay, ilang porsyento daw yung mas gusto in table tennis? Ito, makikita natin. We have 8%. What percent prefer basketball? For basketball naman, ito, kita natin kaagad, we have 35%. Okay? Next, number 3, if the population is 500 students, how many prefer badminton? No? So dito, no, multiply pa natin, no? So kung halimbawa 500 yung population of students, so ilang students daw ang mas gusto ang badminton? Since 15% yung badminton, yung compute natin, what is the 15% of 500? That is 75. Okay? Okay, because 500 times 0.15 is equal to 75. So ito yung solution. Next, what is the sports that is most preferred by the students of National Science High School? So mas malaking percentage, mas prefer yun ng mga bata, no? So we have here basketball, kasi basketball may 35%, followed by volleyball. Okay, na may 25%. Next, among the sports that were named, what is the least preferred by the students? Ano yung naman yung pinaka hindi gaanong favorite, no? Hindi gaanong nilalaro ng mga students. And that is running. Okay? Oh, may 7% lang siya. So dito, pag inad mo to, all in all, meron tayong 100%. Okay? Okay, that's it, no? So thank you for listening, and again, do not forget to answer your exercises. Okay? And your quiz and assignment to be followed na. Okay? So that's all. Goodbye and God bless.